is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors.
Some U.S. intelligence analysts believe America is already in a state of war with the Soviet Union.
Are Soviet spies living among us?
52 American citizens have been taken hostage at the American embassy in Tehran.
An unnamed White House official claims that a Cold War disaster could be just around the corner.
Mr. President, we have two names linked to the hostage situation. Arash Kadivar and Yasin Javadi. Just give the word.
It's time to send a message. There will be no more hostages.
You sure we can trust the police, Adam? This guy's done more than less. He'll look the other way.
Adam?
Glad you could join us. You remember this. We cleared a move on the target.
Kasim is in his apartment, but is well protected. I can keep my men out of the area for 15 minutes. I hope you brought it on.
We brought it up. Pleasure.
Come on. Woods is itching for us. We don't want to let him down. We're on the clock. It's not just a scene.
Hey, mate. Party favors are in the trunk.
Trash is a lot of things. It's safe.
Do we really need to take this son of a bitch alive, Adler?
Seeing this info we need. Everyone else empty. The apartment's just over there.
What's wrong?
Han's only bought us 15 minutes. We need to hit Kasim hard and fast. Let's go. Let's help him bring in the air. Light him up, please.
Just handle the money? I have no idea where Arashi is.
I don't think you understand the situation.
Rules? You have rules.
You took hostages. The rules changed.
Wait. He's in Turkey. He's meeting someone in Trap Zone tomorrow night. I swear I don't know. We can only communicate coded messages. This is not...
We'll find his voice.
Let me know if you need some help looking for him.
I'd say. We're bringing you a present. He's in Trap Zone, Turkey.
Kasim is out of the picture.
How long before we get Arash?
The team arrived in Turkey a few hours ago. We should be in position shortly.
Airfield's just up ahead. Let's go find this shit.
Mason, check it out.
Incoming truck. Left side.
Arash might be.
Yeah, they got his face here.
Hold fire. Positive ID. That's our man. Take him out.
的。靠北。我靠！
detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Persis. 1968, Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers orchestrated by Persis attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Persis is in play again, planning an attack on the West. Persis, the CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to free will.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact. Personally, I think he's nothing more than a Russian boogeyman.
Colonel Haig, allow me to introduce the man who's soon respond. CIA clandestine special officer, Bolsonaro. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to.
Yeah. Then a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
Why do you say that?
Every time Perseus has been played, shifting the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the whole world.
President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular, most likely illegal. The press gets a hold
What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are?
Every mission we go on is...
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
And we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, we've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from the world together. There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor. And while few people will know of your struggles, rest assured, the entire free world will benefit. I know very much.
This is Hudson.
How long until we have a lead on Perseus?
They're about to get started. Adler's in West Berlin. He should be at the safe house soon.
Do you trust him?
I'm not the one you should be asking, Black.
What about his team?
It's a strong group. We chased down Sims, Azalea, even pulled some strings to get Helen Park from MI6. We'll get them Mason and Woods soon.
I'm not so sure about Park.
She and Adler have that business from before. Of course he wants him there.
And the new one.
Well, don't get me started. That's the one we need to keep our eyes on.
We've got a job to do.
Okay. Bell.
Let's get started. There's been a surge in Russian chatter in the last few years. CIA, inside source, anything's inside. So far,
MI6 is coming.
we'll have to start somewhere. Going back here, Vietnam, 6 years. One of our closest encounters, of course. Shit. Some part we always knew about the WS. Pull up everything we've got on the attack. So cross-reference.
We're looking for code names, encrypted transmission, Russian activity in the NBA, anything.
Drug. Bell, this is what we're doing. Someone high up wanted you with us. I think I needed you then, but I did. Now I need you again. Head to the evidence. Trace our steps through the day. Anything that would give us a lead on Perseus.
I'm going to need to process these old negatives.
You can hit that whenever you're ready. Doc knows most of the functions. Just waiting on a couple more deliveries to finish that. Yeah.
You probably know more than me. I guess it's something the top brass wanted to keep to themselves. Working with the CIA over a decade. On their actual payroll, gone about 5 years ago. I was born in D.C. Parents moved to Israel when I was a kid. Dual citizenship has its advantages. Yeah, I landed in the Israeli Defense Forces out of university. Did a tour there. After that, the Mossad. That's when I first started working with the CIA. Occasionally, boss man had one. Enough talk.
Seriously.
Heavy. Bell, you're looking a little pale. You up for this? Good. Just moved up on my favorite team member list. Right past Lazar. Replacing key intel for each mission. Forming connections. I want a red line with the persons. We just met her yesterday. I don't know. Why don't you ask her? Maybe you two have a special report. Keep it professional. It'd be good for Marty to hear it from us firsthand. Maybe we have all of this. Safe house? This go round, just a few days ago. As for Tsar, he can't get along in safe houses. Done some jobs together. Good guy, I like it. Keeps things light. Don't be a stranger.
How are things, Belle? You and I? It's entirely possible. I have a long collaborative history with other intelligence services. Our paths have likely crossed at some point. Well, I'm keen to hear about your time in Indochina. So close to Perseus. Not nearly as much as I'd like. I have experience with others like Perseus. They're all chess players. I enjoy predicting the next move. In this case, quite. I understand you may have first-hand knowledge that could help us. It must be difficult now. I can't claim to have experienced what you have. Perhaps going over it again could be therapeutic. We'll talk again soon.
First time Perseus pinged our radar. It was late January '68. We were a joint CIA South Task Force embedded in the 3rd Marine Regiment in Command. Zog was there to sniff out Soviet activity. The word had it Russian hoplites were active in the region.
Perseus had no known presence in Vietnam.
That changed at Command. Somehow Perseus knew about Operation Fracture Jump. Fracture Jump? That one shook me sideways. We launched out of camp.
Yeah, I'll never forget that shit.
Good. We won't lose memories. No details too small. A face, a name. We're looking for anything that can lead us to Perseus.
This feels like looking for a needle in a haystack, in a field of haystacks.
Maybe, but that needle's somewhere. Remember, we have a job. Fracture Jump. That one showed me sideways. Val, it's time to wake up. It's break time. Welcome to another
That's why I want it all up here.
Felt good with Sims. Usually bring out the best in each other. We got a new assignment. FOB4 Ripcord is holding a vital asset. Charlie wants real bad.
What kind of asset are we talking about?
Kind you don't ask about. Ripcord has been taking a hell of a beating, so it's our job to secure the asset and get the fuck out. Relax, we got fast flyers providing combat air support for this mission. It'll be a walk in the park.
Headsets on.
All birds, check in when ready. Badger 901, good to go. Badger 902, clear to go. Badger 903, rotors up. All birds, go, go, go. Crank up and full pitch. All birds are in the air.
You all sitting comfortably?
Oh man, Adler? Why do I get the feeling you about to give us some bad news?
Because you're a smart guy, Sims. The news isn't bad. In fact, it could be very, very good. The asset of Ripcord is going to have to wait a little while. We're breaking off from the Armada, taking a detour.
And that's good because...
A source tipped us off that there may be a heavy hitter in town. A Soviet operative known as Perseus.
Oh, shit.
Appreciate the enthusiasm, Sims. If our source is right, we could be looking at an intel gold mine.
First time Perseus came over here.
Approaching the village now. Yeah, roger that. Moving to establish an LZ.
RPG! Top 2, line him up. There, in the bell tower.
Let's do this.
I'm right behind you. Come. Lay down. Switching spots.
Soviets on site.
You sure?
Well, I'm staring at two bodies that sure as hell don't look Vietnamese to me. Bell, grab that comms log. Let's see who the fuck they've been talking to. Mission accomplished. We have the intel. Let's bug out.
Good work. Hang on to that intel. We're coming in to pick you up. All right, let's go rejoin the Armada and get this fucking asset. Roger that, Niner 1. We'll keep the assets safe as long as we can. Ripcord out. Badger Niner 1, in the air! BC are all over the mountains. No sense here. All targets are valid. Tear them up, Bill! Target the high!
会卡我呀？没注意到字幕。
Roger that, Ripcord.
You ever? Mac V Sog?
Yeah, just hurry the fuck up already.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank Bell. He's the one who just snagged us a $100 full of Soviet intel. Let's go. Now.
Godspeed, Commander. A fucking nuke? Are you fucking kidding me, Adler?
It's a failsafe. That's all you need to know.
That desperate already?
Not yet.
我还以为就这样结束了。哎呦，我在。这一关结束了吗？还是还没呢
Somehow Perseus knew.
Sims, Mel, you okay?
That goddamn turret was overrun!
哇！我刚刚用手榴弹直接打他脑袋。我靠！靠！
Still with us? Think we can call this a success, Sims?
At least the nuke didn't go off.
More importantly, we got intel on Perseus. Told you we had a job to do. It ain't done yet, not by a long way.
Yeah.
How did the memory exercise go?
Well, to hear it from Adler, it's working. Bell remembered finding that encrypted intel in Vietnam and is almost finished decoding it.
Anything useful in there?
Some names, apparently. Possible leads. Hart is trying to connect the dots.
We don't have much time.
No, but if it's connected to one of those names from Bell, they'll find out soon enough.
You won't let that happen, Hudson. Don't say anything more than necessary.
That's never been a problem for me.
finished analyzing the names Bell acquired tonight. One in particular stands out. Anton Volkov. He's a Russian arms dealer working out of East Berlin. I admitted his connection to Perseus comes as a surprise.
We've got killer capture orders on Volkov. If we can't get to Perseus, we'll get to his men. Close off his resources, force him out of hiding. Mason and Woods are still wrapping up business in Kiev. Means Volkov is ours. You're up, move out.
MI6 has been tracking Volkov for 7 years. It is my strong preference that we attempt to capture rather than kill him. He holds answers to a great many questions.
Your preference has been noted. Agent Parker.
That intel you found in Da Nang was a treasure trove. Will you tell me? After we dug it up, we spent 2 full hours decrypting everything inside. You seem to think Volkov was the name to pay attention to. Are you feeling all right, Bell? That's one of the reasons we wanted you on this time. Not even the CIA's best cryptographers have been able to crack that mystery. You're special, Bell. But it also sounds like you need a nap. We have, for a short while. We share a common interest. Though to be frank, he's not the most pleasant person I've worked with. No more than you need to, I'll tell you that. Avoid personal questions. Whatever you do, never rise up on a scar. Do you really think that if I knew, I would tell you? You're cute. Born on the coast of Leningrad, never travels when the sun's out. He has impeccable taste in scotch and medieval torture devices. I think he'd love the UK. I plan on giving him a personal tour. My pleasure.
Here to entertain me. You being funny? Did we not just go through this? Look, I can say so many things right now. No, forget about it. It's good. Only when they tell me not to. This assignment, I'm mostly gonna run the shop. Whatever you guys need, I'll make sure you have it. You see, I got a list of connections longer than the Great Wall. Adler needs it, I can procure it. No exceptions. Sure, I can get that. No problem. Easy. I can have that in-house by next week. Clever. But I wasn't joking earlier. That's a hell of a request, but give me enough time and I can have one parked outside. Okay. Now how you gonna pay for that? Last I heard, Adler doesn't chase around here. Unless you got a suitcase full of cash, I'm gonna consider your request never forward. Yeah, he's here. Doc, I think you want this one. Elections? You got some checks again? Hello. Shit. I tried to track that motherfucker years ago when he went to Italy for a douchebag conference. Slip. If you see him, tell him Lawrence Sim says hello. Hell if I know. They tell me a lot around here, but they never told me shit about you. You know what? Don't say anything. I like the mystery. Keep the magic. Come again. What? You think everything's about you now?
You can call me now. Well, you have your second one. Nice work producing that name, though. We archive everything. CIA is like my aunt's wife. Won't throw a damn thing away. The trick is knowing what's buried in that file and everything you need when you need it. Did I ever see his face? No. The photo on the board is only half. It's more than 20 years old. Handsome man. I hope the years weren't kind to him. Bell, you're a spy, but let's keep it outside the building, not inside. Understand? We'll leave within the hour.
So listen up. An ex-CIA operative named Robert Aldrich has gone rogue. Langley believes this asshole is working with Perseus too. If we decrypt the protection on this disk, we might be able to take down the entire spy ring. This is why we need you. Show us the... We discovered the scene carrying this coded message. We believe it's intended for the U.S. spy ring. No one's been able to decrypt it. Show them how it's done. MI6 has spent the last year tracking a group of embedded Soviet agents within multiple European governments. These agents could be strategically positioned to set up a larger Soviet plan for Europe. During a recent operation, we acquired information about this group's structure. There are 3 unidentified key agents.
Volkov heads the Russian mob that moved into East Berlin once the wall went up in '61.
This guy has connections to cartels throughout Europe and the Americas.
Neutralizing him will not only hurt Perseus, but the global syndicate. He's a big fish.
And here's our little fish, Franz Kraus. According to MI6, he's one of Volkov's information couriers. Here's a drop of Volkov scheduled for tomorrow night.
We'll infiltrate East Berlin via the U-boat. The ghost station on the other side of the wall has the access point we need. From there, we'll watch Kraus as he enters the city. Once Volkov shows his face, it's kill or capture.
Berlin. Get ready.
Bitte stellen Sie kein Gepäck auf die Sitze.
先摆在这里。